Yo, this is Striking with Stevie. I am Stevie Johnson. This is my co-host, Jonte Berry. And this is day 2 of training camp with the San Diego Strike Force. Now, if you want the live insights on the players, what's going on, what's to come, upcoming season in the game, man, stay tuned with Striking with Stevie. Make sure y'all continue to strike, man. What you got?
Share, subscribe, and pancake that like button.
Bang!
Yeah, we definitely striking. Dusty got everything on lock over here, from the NFL offseason training to the youth sports. Not only when you say youth sports, you probably just be thinking about, oh, we out there on the field, but no, we just been talking for about 5-10 minutes about development. And one of the key things we were saying about development, I'll talk to you in a minute, D, is vision. Having the youth be able to see what the older guys are doing, what their peers are doing, having those older guys see what the NFL and the pro guys are doing. So that's why this is a great situation.
Yeah, Dusty, he's one of the top trainers in San Diego, as well as he's trained some of our players, Jalen Boo, and you see on the level and quality of the players and athletes on the field and how they perform. And hands down, San Diego is underrated when it comes to training performance because we have a lot of talent out here. And Dusty can attest to that.
Yeah. D, would you want to give out your information on where your location is and just your social, just so people can tap in with you?
Yeah. So Instagram's Dusty Anufso. I have a facility here in Eastlake, right by the training center, called Athletic Culture. Like he was saying, we're here 5 days a week right now with our off-season guys. We have guys who are playing all over the NFL right now. And then in the evening, we have our high school and our college groups that go at my gym as well. So setting the foundation, letting them see that the pro guys are doing the same things that they're doing, and then just trying to streamline that process so they see the steps they need to take to get to that next level.
Exactly. And it's not only about the youth seeing what the pros are doing. Even our San Diego Strike Force star athletes are watching what the NFL guys are doing in their training, their off season. So we all learning from each other, and I think that's pretty special, John, say that you've been connected. We here at the Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista.
Share, subscribe, and pancake that like button.
Bang, let's get it. Just letting y'all know, this was a natural happening. We just got to striking. We randomly ran into each other, and this is what you see. But this is what it is in San Diego. So even you guys looking and checking things out, this might be a destination you go come to, And this is what we have, the amenities and the resources like this.
Yo, what's good? This is Striking with Stevie, and I am Stevie Johnson, and we're here with
Ernesto Lacayo, kicker for the Strike Force.
the legend, and let's get to striking. All right, we was just talking off camera about goals, and you naturally spoke on something that you was going to go get. And I say this because a lot of people like to think I'm being too humble. I don't want to talk about what I'm achieving or what I'm going to go achieve. But you spoke it freely, and that's why you are the great. What's the goal that you have?
Well, right now I'm trying to strive for one of the really, really hard records that will get. It's 16 years by Mark Lewis, to me, the Vinatieri of arena football. I'm at year 14, so I'm striving to get to that, to tie it, and then I'll think about trying to break it I'll be 39, but at 17 years to break that long record. The one that I can't get is obviously the all-time points. I mean, he's way over 3,000 points. With the new rules, we'll see if I can get there in the next 3-4 years.
With your combines in Arizona, is that annual or?
Yep, it's annual now. Okay. So every January, it's like before training camp, the people can get picked up and they can learn. But it's not just 1 day, it's 3 days.
Okay, so how would they get involved? Do they pay or do they just register?
I've been making it free.
Okay, that's good.
I'm more old school in that sense. They just have to get there.
Nice.
Get there, and then 3 days worth, and then we bring in veterans.
Man.
What's the lifetime expectancy of a kicker in our league?
So only 6 teams last year had 6 kickers that played all year. Before last year, it was 2.5 games. It went up to 3, and now it's at 4 games. There's still how many more teams?
So
42 kickers came in the league.
Is there a rule on keeping kickers?
It's just cutthroat because of the fact of the goalposts. Guys are missing more, the expectations high. So a lot of guys from the outdoor haven't adjusted to the league. So it takes a minute.
So that's excellent to have your combine.
Yeah, you get ahead of the curve.
Make sure y'all tap in for sure. And with the drop kicks too. I've seen when I was in the NFL, they used to do that just to play around though. And I thought was that from another country?
No, the drop kick before World War II was the way to kick field goals and punt. They used to drop kick.
Okay.
It's just in the NFL, the ball changed.
Okay.
So now it's more pointed. It's actually harder to drop kick because it doesn't want to bounce correctly. Now in the IFL, it changes the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like kicking the red ball in
a
kickball.
Yeah.
It wants to bounce off. You don't know how to control it there. So you got to finesse it.
Interesting take on that.
The goalpost. Now, and the league is wise in
in the arena, is it the same or is it a little bit different?
No, it's actually half the width of the arena at the outdoor goalpost. So it's basically the size of 2 doors, 3 yards wide. So you really are aiming small, missing small, and trying to get that composite ball right through the uprights.
Wow, the accuracy must be on point, because now I think about it, it's like going into a double door, and that's the width.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So
Nice. Yeah, you got to be on. While we here, you might as well shout out how they can get in touch, throw out your socials and all.
Oh man, you can always look for me up at Lacayo_89 when it comes to January next year. We put up the Arena Indoor Specialist Combine.
Yeah,
You got to specialize in it, so sure.
and he's the specializer. That's it right there. Yeah, 25 points. 25 points, yo. That's carrying the team, man. Come on now. And that's a lot of trust in your defense and your overall team, man.
Absolutely.
Congratulations
I
on that.
appreciate you,
Congratulations
bro.
on living the life,
Thank you,
especially
man.
here. And you get the
Yeah.
motivation of being in the Olympics.
Originally from California, so it's beautiful. It can't
Exactly.
be
You're
this.
doing it.
So.
Living the dream. Living the dream. Yeah, man. Special, man. Keep striking, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Love.
Yo, what's good? This is Striking with Stevie. I am Stevie Johnson. I got my co-host with me, Jonte Berry, and we live at training camp with the San Diego Strike Force. And we here with the special.
Fred Thompkins,
In what position you play, Fred?
linebacker.
Linebacker. All right, I've been looking forward to interviewing Fred because he is also from Northern California in the Bay Area. He's from the other side of the bridge. I'm from San Francisco. He's from Oakland. But you know that Bay water make you it's special. That's why you're here. That's why we both here.
Right.
But what I wanted to say was, you're a linebacker. I'm a wide receiver. I became a wide receiver by going to a Nike camp at Stanford. I was initially marked as a DB. I seen those receivers running fast and running by people. I said, nah, I'm gonna go jump to that line. And then from there, I just ended up becoming a receiver and made it to the league. What was your story as a linebacker? Because initially I was scared to play football because of the bang, bang, and the collision. But you being a linebacker, you gotta have a different mindset. Was you always a linebacker, or did you start off something else and then transition to a linebacker?
Yeah, so I started off as a receiver in the corner. I started there, and then my coach, he was just being realistic with me. He was like, would you rather be, an average speed receiver or a fast linebacker? In my head, I was like, average speed receiver.
It's showtime, yeah, offense. It's on your mind, I guess. Yeah.
But no, I just trusted the process. I was like, shit, I can score on defense too. So
Man, that's heavy. That's being a threat too. I think that's interesting. And I like that you said that you, even if you were just a linebacker off top, that'd be great too, because it's a different mindset, a different perspective. But you said you was a wide receiver and a running back, which makes you more lethal on defense because you understand routes, combinations. You know what I mean? You know what they're thinking on that outside. So, Jonte, with you being a lineman and you being able to play on offense and defense, how much of an advantage is that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's a huge advantage. And like what I saw today, like it was amazing. So I saw you cover on that fly route, and the only I could hear was at the end was that was a linebacker. That was a linebacker cover. It was such great coverage. The ball was thrown out of bounds. You gave him no space, and like that's in depth. And it's kind of, I can tell that you are used to making big plays. Tell me a little bit more about your college experience. I know you played at UNLV, and I know that you played against Notre Dame. How was that?
everything was it was all good. My first game I had about 10 tackles. I played about one quarter, and I just knew, football is football. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I just felt comfortable doing it. I had some great coaches. Going to Notre Dame, you feel me? It was a big stadium. You see the crowd and stuff. You're a little, fan. But it's just football at the end of the day. So I still went out there and performed in my family.
Right. So it's like, with that being your first game, you said you had 10 tackles. Now, I went from high school and went to junior college. In my first day of practice, it was bad. It was bad because of that jump. But then I eventually got acclimated and dominated. Football is football. What prepared you to go to your first game and get 10 tackles on that stage? Did you go junior college?
I did go junior college out of high school. So my junior college, my freshman year, I won JUCO freshman of the year.
Wow.
What JUCO you went to?
City College, San Francisco.
Oh, that's that in California, we don't know Bills Mafia. That is the top tier of JUCOs in California.
Yeah.
Who was your coach there?
College.
Was that the coach that been there for 20 years?
I think for the most recent year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That battle's there.
Wow. San Diego Strike Force, you guys got a freshman of the year right here. That's big. I mean, you can have a lot of players, but to have those accolades, no matter what level, that's the type of player that you have here now. And then what Jonte was just saying, what you seen on this field is next level. Now you understand the mindset of Fred. He know offense and defense. This is an X factor right here.
So Fred, question. Now you've been, 2 days into camp, and there's a lot of transitions from the outdoor game to the indoor game. What do you see now that's kind of different that you have to get used to, that you're used to instincts as far as being a linebacker that have confined you a little bit because of now the game is more confined and you're in that box?
I wouldn't say it's too much of a difference. I mean, obviously we don't got a wall out here yet, but that's probably the biggest thing. But for me, I'm playing inside out no matter where I go, so it's pretty much the same for me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, definitely use that wall to your advantage and bully these boys, because that's what we're gonna need, a bully defense, and that's gonna carry the team over into that championship. They got to the Western Conference Championship last year, and I mean, with you, I feel like it'll be, would be even more dominant.
Yes, sir.
So how you like the blitzing?
I love it.
Did they put you on some blitz today?
Yeah, they did. We got to say I'm quarterback,
Oh, yeah,
no. I'm ready to do that, though.
You brought some honey?
Yeah.
So tell me this, I got another question for you since we're striking. Being that now that the IFL and changed the game with the stunts, how does that help as far as defensively, as far as making formations and making the right calls, and working together in symmetry with your defense, kind of similar to the outdoor game now?
I think it definitely helps a lot. It just opens stuff up. Shout out to my D lineman. I get to come free a lot, so
good.
Just them, and then sometimes I come and I take a block and then they come free. It just works vice versa.
Teamwork, get it right. All right, to wrap this thing up, I want to ask 2 goals. What's 2 goals of yours? Mine is to bring attention to the arena, and hopefully to spark players like yourself to even go further than arena, and be that one. What's 2 goals that you have for this season?
Hopefully, definitely be a top 3 defense in this league. Sure. And then I said another one is probably get back to the same position we was at last year, the Western Conference Finals, or to the championship.
Absolutely. You got anything to close us off with?
So I want to ask you, being a rookie, what is something that you want to advise kids, coming up, that's inspiring, that's going through this path that you're going through?
Just work. Just stay patient and keep working. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you got. It's just that and effort.
Indeed. You want to throw out your social or anything, your YouTube page? We want to always promote the players.
Fred Thompkins 5 on Twitter, and that's about it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Love from
Sir. Thank you.
Striking.
Yeah.
Yeah, today was epic. We just got done interviewing Fred Thompkins as well as Ernesto Lacayo.
Yeah, now them plays was crazy. You see them plays, Fred, man?
Oh, man, crazy.
Hey, look, make sure y'all stay tuned to Striking with Stevie so you guys can see what we saw along with player insights and interviews. Make sure y'all stay tuned, all right?
And tune in for our next interview where we're interviewing Rudy Johnson and Dago player. Share, subscribe, and pancake that like button.
Bang, keep striking. One love.